Today, we are peeling back the fiberglass to look at the car that redefined American cool, the internal war that nearly killed it, and why the very thing people hated in 1963 made it the most expensive Corvette on the planet today. You're going to discover why this car was a beautiful mistake that should have been a legend, but instead, it became a ghost. For those of us who grew up in the shadow of the space race, this wasn't just a vehicle, it was a promise of what the future was supposed to look like. But behind that futuristic silhouette was a boardroom battle that pitted art against physics. The early 60s in America felt like living in the future. We were aiming for the moon, and Chevrolet needed a revolution. They needed the Stingray. Bill Mitchell, GM's legendary VP of design, was a man obsessed. Legend has it he went deep-sea fishing, caught a mako shark, and told his team to make the new Corvette look like that lethal, streamlined Predator. Mitchell wanted a spine that ran from the roof all the way down the tail, a sharp line that divided the rear glass into two distinct pieces. It was high art, but it started an internal war. If Bill Mitchell was the soul of the 1963 Corvette, Zora Arkus-Duntov was its brain. Duntov, the father of the Corvette, was a racer who hated the split window. He argued it was a safety liability that made drivers blind to passing traffic, but Mitchell wouldn't budge, famously telling Duntov that if he wanted to see out the back, he should buy a station wagon. For exactly 1 year, the stylists won. The 1963 Corvette Sting Ray debuted with that controversial, impractical split window. It was the only time cool officially beat functional. Underneath that radical skin sat a genuine powerhouse. For the first time, the Corvette featured independent rear suspension, making it handle like a dream compared to the solid axle bounce of the 50s. Most opted for the 327 cubic inch V8, but the king of the street was the Fuelie, a Rochester fuel-injected small block pumping out a massive 360 horsepower. In 1963, that was supercar territory. With the Muncie 4-speed rock crusher transmission and hidden headlamps, it was a social phenomenon. To a young person in 1963, this was the new frontier on 4 wheels. It was the car of astronauts. Several Mercury and Apollo pilots were gifted Corvettes, cementing its status as the ultimate American reward. Best of all, it was attainable. For around $4,200, a successful professional could park the future in their driveway. This was an era of 29-cent gas and infinite horizons, before the oil crisis and insurance companies killed the fun. But here's where things went wrong. Duntov never stopped whispering in the ears of executives about the visibility issues. By 1964, Mitchell's spine was on the chopping block. Chevrolet replaced the split with a single piece of glass. It was safer, but the magic was gone. Bizarrely, in the late 60s, the split window was considered dated. Dealerships even sold kits to cut out the center bar and install the 64 glass. Thousands of owners took hacksaws to their cars to look modern, effectively erasing the most unique feature of the car. They were unknowingly destroying a future goldmine. Today, the irony is staggering. Those owners who fixed their cars would give anything to have that center bar back. The 1963 split window is now the holy grail. Because it was only produced for 1 year, it is the ultimate collector's prize. A numbers-matching Fuelie in Riverside Red can easily command $200,000. If it's a pristine Z06 performance version, you're looking at over $500,000. It's no longer just a car, it's mid-century modern art. The split window shouldn't have been a legend. By every metric of engineering, it was a flaw. But in the world of classic cars, the flaws are often what we fall in love with. It was a 1-year accident of style that captured an era where we cared more about how a car made us feel than how practical it was. But here is the final twist. Bill Mitchell, the man who fought so hard for that center bar, drove a 1963 Corvette as his personal car for years. He eventually admitted that in the rain at night, he couldn't see a damn thing. He didn't care. He stayed true to his vision of beauty over function until the day he retired. That's the spirit of the 63. Unapologetic, beautiful, and quintessentially American. If you remember seeing these on the road, let me know in the comments. What's the one car you regret letting go? Hit that subscribe button for more stories from the golden age of Detroit. Until next time, keep the shiny side up.